Stop me if this sounds familiar. Something crazy was just said on the Joe Rogan podcast.
Stop! No.
8772 RadioU. Congressman Anna Paulina Luna. I'll be honest, never heard of this person before.
Never heard of her. I think she's a representative, so there's a lot more of those going around.
Yeah.
A little harder to keep track of them.
Making a name for herself, though.
Apparently.
She, on the Joe Rogan podcast, claims that she has seen evidence of interdimensional beings. That's her words.
Okay.
Interdimensional beings. She says she thinks that they can actually operate through the time spaces that we currently have, and that's not something that I came up with on my own.
Okay, sure.
That's based on stuff that we've seen. That's based on information we've been told as a congresswoman, I guess. You're privy to this information.
Yeah.
And nobody shared it until now.
Yeah, no one's really shared it. I mean, we certainly have talked about like a lot of the stuff that's gotten released into the public. She mentions in the podcast the remote viewing stuff. We've talked about that a couple times here on the show. And so there are projects where the government is trying to figure out, is there, real validity into UFO claims, alien claims, interdimensional beings, all of this type of stuff. Mm-hmm. And from what I can tell, especially with the remote viewing stuff that we've talked about, there seems to be no evidence pointing in this direction at all. It all seems to be a joke. That's why it all got shut down.
They're like, we can see, the remote viewer 32 or whatever, I can see where the Holy Grail is. And then where's the Holy Grail? Why don't we have it if you saw where it was?
Right. They're like, somewhere in the Middle East.
Yeah.
And they're like, thanks a lot. Thank you so much.
You've really cleared things up for us. And interdimensional, this is the first time I've heard anybody say interdimensional beings, as in can travel through time or dimensions. Yeah,
this is a pretty wild claim from Anna Paulina over here.
Now, to give Joe Rogan a lot of credit, he pressed her on this of like, what evidence have you seen? She goes, yeah, so this is her quote.
Her quote is crazy here.
Yeah, so look, have I seen a portal open? No. Have I seen a spaceship personally? No. Have I seen evidence of this? Yes. Have I seen photo documentation of aircraft that I believe were not made by mankind? Yes. What, did you watch Alien Earth or something?
I was going to say, that's so nondescript. And I get that she probably isn't able to share much detail, but like, why say this stuff if you're not able to back it up?
Yeah, seriously. Like, the stuff that's classified is classified for a reason often. And so if this is too classified for you to share, you have to realize that you just sound either crazy or like you're ginning people up without anything to, to actually back up any of these claims.
Right.
And so you're either causing mass hysteria or just sounding like a lunatic. And I think to most people, sounding like a lunatic. It's in her name. Luna. Tick.
Yep.
I think this is, but I feel like, do you think that there's some pressure at this point, especially if you're like a congressman that most people have not heard of, and you go on the Joe Rogan podcast, like you have to say something kind of out there just to get some attention?
Yeah, you want a viral moment.
Like,
honestly,
you're not just going on there to be normal.
Right. Honestly, it does kind of feel like, apparently she's done this before. She was on a podcast, I guess, last year, where she said she absolutely believes the government has advanced technologies not of human origin.
Okay.
So she kind of has a track record of going on these podcasts and making crazy claims with no backing and using the excuse of, oh, it's classified, guys, I can't share anything.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, that's a very convenient excuse, Miss Anna Paulina Luna.
If it's so important, hello, why don't you just tell us? And yes, you may lose your, who knows what happens to you, but at least now everybody knows. Now the truth is out there.
Yeah, be a whistleblower.
Yeah. Like if you really have any conviction, go ahead and do that.
Yeah, go ahead and share the details.
Otherwise, you just, we all just think you sound like a
You're
lunatic.
crazy.
Yeah.
Wasn't that a great riot clip? While you're here, you should watch more of our videos and subscribe so you don't miss what we do next.